In the realm of propaganda, faulty logic plays a crucial role in shaping public opinion and manipulating individuals. Faulty logic serves as a powerful tool for propagandists to sway public perception by presenting arguments that appear logical on the surface but are fundamentally flawed. By utilizing logical fallacies, for example, ad hominem, straw man, and false cause correlations, for example, propagandists can manipulate emotions and cloud rational thinking. Propaganda often aims to spread misinformation or promote a specific agenda by exploiting cognitive biases. A cognitive bias is when one seeks out information that aligns and reinforces one's existing and ingrained beliefs that are believed to be true, therefore exploiting people's vulnerabilities. By employing faulty logic within their messaging, propagandists can create an illusion of credibility and convince individuals to accept their distorted narratives. Understanding the role of faulty logic in propaganda is essential in developing critical thinking skills and resisting manipulative tactics. By recognizing logical fallacies employed in propaganda campaigns, individuals can become more discerning consumers of information and make informed decisions based on evidence rather than succumbing to manipulation. Here are some examples of faulty logic and how they are deployed. The ad hominem attack. Instead of addressing the argument, this technique attacks the person making the argument. For example, don't listen to John's opinion on climate change because he failed science class in high school. The second example is the straw man attack. This technique involves misrepresenting or exaggerating an opponent's argument and then attacking that misrepresented version instead. For instance, those who advocate for stricter gun control want to take away all our guns and leave us defenseless. The third is appeal to your emotions. This technique seeks to manipulate emotions rather than relying on logical reasoning. An example could be an advertisement that uses heart-wrenching images of suffering animals to convince viewers to donate money. Then there's circular reasoning. In this faulty logic technique, the conclusion is used as one of the premises without providing any new information or evidence. For instance, I know I'm right because I'm always right. And then there are hasty generalizations. This technique involves drawing broad conclusions based on insufficient evidence or a limited sampling size. An example would be saying, all politicians are corrupt, based on a few cases of corruption. And then there's the false dilemma, also known as black and white thinking. This technique presents only two extreme options, as if they are the only possibilities when there may be other alternatives. For example, either you support higher taxes or you're against funding education. Another example is the slippery slope. This technique suggests that taking a small initial step will inevitably lead to a disastrous consequence without providing sufficient evidence for such claims. An example could be arguing that if we allow same-sex marriage, it will lead to society accepting polygamy. Number 8. Post hoc ergo propter hoc. Translated, after this, therefore, because of this. This fallacy assumes that because one event follows another, the first event must have caused the second. For example, I wore my lucky socks and won the game. Therefore, wearing those socks was the reason for my victory. And then there's the appeal to authority. This technique relies on citing an authority figure or expert to support an argument rather than providing evidence or logical reasoning. For example, Dr. Smith says this product is effective, so it must be true. He's the expert. 10. False cause correlations. This faulty logic technique assumes a cause and effect relationship between two events simply because they occur together, without considering other possible factors. For instance, they claim that ice cream sales cause crime rates to rise because they both increase during the summer months. Propaganda is a dangerous tool that has been used throughout history to manipulate and control masses of people, as it's doing now. Its insidious nature lies in its ability to distort reality, exploit emotions, and employ faulty logic to sway public opinion. We must be vigilant in recognizing and challenging propaganda when we encounter it, whether in media, politics, or everyday life. By understanding the tactics employed by propagandists and sharpening our critical thinking skills, we can immunize ourselves against their deceptive strategies. It is crucial that we encourage open dialogue, promote diverse perspectives, and seek out reliable sources of information. Only by doing so can we ensure a society that values truth, reason, and integrity. Let's not fall prey to the allure of propaganda's simplistic narratives and allow ourselves to be swayed by its faulty logic. Instead, let us champion independent thought and intellectual curiosity as antidotes to the poison of manipulation. Together, we can build a world where objective truth prevails over manufactured falsehoods and where informed citizens hold the power to shape their own destinies.